Hello everybody and welcome to this episode where I'm going to go through and show you the different data types that you can use within your Google Sheets. So here I have some example fields that cover most of the main data types. Don't take too much notice to the actual field headings I'm using. I've more just got them there just to guide through the different field types. So the first one we're going to do is a text. So I'm going to put in a name, so Frederick Rodrigo, and I'm just going to adjust my column size to take into account the whole name. That is a text field, so I'm going to go to format, number, and I'm going to put it to plain text. Now you notice that automatic is automatically ticked, and it's recognizing that that's text, and so it's automatically doing it in plain text anyway. But I could put it in plain text if I want. You see it's going to stay exactly the same, so I'll leave it in automatic. Phone number. So in the UK, the format of our phone numbers, and this is just a random phone number, so don't take too much notice to it. So 0813 321 45678 now it's going to recognize this as text again. You notice it's still an automatic, but that's because I've put a space in the phone number. A lot of the times you'll type it in without a space, at which point the automatic for the number format is going to recognize it as a number, which means it's going to remove the 0 from the beginning. So in order to avoid that, you just need to go to format, number, plain text, and now if we put our 0 at the start, you'll see that it will stay there. So you've got two options there. You can either be putting a space in between, or you can change the format of the cell to number and then plain text. Next is going to be test being taken. So next is going to be test being taken. So I'm going to put mathematics 101. So the next one is amount paid. So in this scenario, imagine that you're paying for the tests. So I'm going to put in a value here. I'm going to put in £54. Now, this is actually currently already set to currency, but you'll remember from the previous video, I've done it in dollars and now I've written in pounds because that's my local currency. So I just need to go to File, Spreadsheet Settings, and change it to United Kingdom. So now when I type in £54 and I change it to currency format, it's going to put it into the correct format. And I can use some of the others. So if I use currency rounded, it will take off the pence. If I use financial, it's just going to put it without the pounds sign. And I put it as accounting. It kind of spreads it out over the cell so that you can easily see when they're all in a row what the values are compared to each other. So for now, I'm just going to highlight the column and put it to currency. Next, we've got date test taken. So I'm going to put in today's date. You can either type that in, so today's date is the 2nd of June 2018, or if you want a shortcut to put in today's date, you can actually just press Control and semicolon, and that'll put in the current date for you. Time started, so we put this in as 18:01. Again, I'm just putting the current time, and the shortcut to put in the current time is Control, Shift, and semicolon, or I guess Control and colon. So we put those in. We can change the format of them. So on date, if I go to format, number, again it's an automatic, I can put it as date. If I go to more formats and go to more date and time formats, then there's lots of different formats that I can use in here. And again with time, I can go to format time. That will give me hours, minutes, seconds. And again, if I go to more formats, more date and time formats, it will give me the extra time formats in here. So then we're going to have individuals mark. So this will be a marker for 100. So I'm just going to put in a number. That will automatically recognize it as a number, but I can specify that it's a number here. It will give me a number of decimal points, but because this is always going to be an integer number, I'm going to click the decrease decimal places button here to get rid of those decimal places, because I know that they're never going to be required. Average mark is going to be slightly different. So let's say the average mark on the test is 57.4. Then we will probably want to have more decimal points. So if I go to number, and then I can increase and decrease the decimal points in here. And then finally, I want percent of average. So I'm just going to use a quick formula to work out the average. We'll be coming on to this in the coming tutorials of how to use these. But in this instance, I just want to have a percentage of the average. So if I just work out 1 divided by the other, that's going to give me a decimal point. And if I format that as a percentage, format number and percent, then it will show me that the individual's mark, in this instance, Frederico, has received 80% of the average mark on the test. Again, I can decrease and increase the decimal points here. So if I just want to have a whole percentage, or if I want to have loads of decimal places, I can. You're going to have to take into account your wrapping text if you want to be able to display the whole thing. So that is the number formats that we're going to use here. There's scientific as well, but I don't use it enough to really talk through it in any great detail. So that's it for this episode. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, or drop onto our Discord. So I hope to catch you in the next episode.